Tonight, the league and all of us here at 2K Sports celebrate Noche Latina, an opportunity to spotlight the amazing Latin culture in the NBA and its global fan base. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And you know, for that matchup with the Celtics, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden, and it's Zubats in at the center position. And for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero. The talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. And it's Batase in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Caldwell-Pope, defended by Dunn. Pass to Suggs. Caldwell-Pope for three. Knocks down the triple.
Caldwell-Pope is a well-practiced shooter. Once the ball is in his hands, he's into his motion.
Now Dunn. Now here's Harden. Here he goes. And then Harden with the jam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And so here is Orlando after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Leonard. Oh!
Wow!
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
Orlando shooting their initial free throws of the game here. That's good from Suggs.
Taking two shots.
Suggs hits them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Harden against Suggs. Outside Harden. Shot clock at 5. From behind the arc. Caldwell-Pope pulls it in. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. Now here's Harden, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Connects from downtown. Harden's got 5 now.
He's never shy to let it go from three-point range. Harden wants to make the D's job as tough as possible.
Powell against Wagner. Banchero outside. Pass to Batase. Oh, Leonard with the block. And they get it back with the tip. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Leonard outside. Back to Harden. Leonard with a screen on Suggs. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And what a move by Leonard. Baiting the defender to get them where he wants them.
Line for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Wagner's checked in for Paolo Banchero. Pass to Batazze.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Harden against Suggs. Back to Batazze. Three-pointer. No good. And that makes him 0 for 3.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Zubac with a screen on Suggs. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Orlando trailing here. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And once again, off the mark by Orlando.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Wagner. Coach, the ceiling seems very high for Franz Wagner. He's shown improvement year after year.
He has, Brian, and he's already so polished offensively. He's got great footwork, great touch, and at his age, I think it's the patience he plays with that really stands out.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Let's take a look at the seeding for the Eastern Conference, with only 4 games of the regular season remaining. You take a look at the Magic, and after a subpar season, there have been some questions about the direction of this franchise.
Yeah, right now for the Magic, there's no doubt they feel the pressure mounting. I mean, failing to match those expectations from the start of the year is apparent.
Yeah, I just don't know what has happened to them. You get the sense that their frustration is starting to reach a breaking point, too.
Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. The Clippers, number 1.
Well, their defense over the last 10 games has been exceptional. They're really getting after it and communicating well on that end of the floor.
Simmons looking around, takes it inside. From the arc, knocks it down from distance.
The pass-first nature of Simmons, fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
Wagner with a screen on Bogdanovic. Inside. And Wagner gets it to go.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Batum outside. Pass to Jones. Simmons with it.
Magic foul.
And the Magic making a change here.
Second team foul. Coming on the floor for your Magic. Number 5.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Here's Anthony. Wagner with a screen on Bogdanovic. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Wagner is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Anthony, then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Black in at point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to transplant LeBron as the face of the league.
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Now here's Anthony. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Clock at 6. And Carroll passes to Wagner from deep. Rebounded by Dunn. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Carter. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Wagner. Takes a 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Wagner stretching it out. We don't see him take many shots out there.
Harden with it. He's got 5. Zubac, screen. And it's Harden penetrating. And here's Zubac. Left side, Harden. Banked it in off the glass. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
They keep capturing the lead and giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Batase's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Anthony. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Jalen Suggs. LA foul.
Pass to Black.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Suggs outside. Clock at 4. Launches a 3. Foul pulls it in. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Harden with it. Defended by Wagner. Harden into the lane. For 3. Powell sinks it from distance. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
And remember, James Harden is usually a front runner in the league in assists. He has great vision.
Suggs with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard and see the small forwards who have been picking the most pockets this season. Kawhi Leonard, number 1.
The aggressiveness he brings to the defensive end is fantastic. Takes pleasure in making things difficult for the opposition and grabbing steals.
Franz Wagner checked in for Orlando. Caldwell Pope comes in for Black. Now here's Banchero, a real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. Pass to Leonard. Orlando with the rebound. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the 3-ball.
That shot, the 3, is very volatile. On games when it's falling, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Wagner finds Banchero. Back to Wagner. Right side, Caldwell Pope. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Orlando shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Wagner outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, look, Mo Wagner is a big guy, almost 7 feet, so I love it when he takes it near the hoop.
The Clippers lead by 6. A minute 15 left in the first half. The drive by Harden. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
A few guys do this as easily as Harden, driving in hard and drawing a foul while taking the shot.
Harden hits them both. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And it's the Magic with the ball, trailing by 8.
Look, that's the readiness of Wagner. He's prepared to shoot the moment he catches the ball.
51 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Batum. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection, despite that.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the second. Batum sets a screen. It's Simmons with a drive. Here's Coffey. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Coffey's got 6.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Suggs against Simmons. Suggs surveys the D with 1 on the clock. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. The Clippers on top, up 6. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, everyone. Let's first take a look at the players of the week in both conferences. For the West, Luka Doncic.
We saw plenty of Luka magic over this stretch. He is quite simply must-see 2K TV. And not just here in the U.S. He's an international icon, kind of like you, Shaq.
I know you don't know what that feels like, Kenny, but believe me, it's satisfying.
Oh, see, I gave you a props, and then you go at me like that?
You don't even have a passport.
And as for our game here, we have to talk about James Harden. That was quite a first-half performance.
Even though the team has called him their point guard, James Harden is first and foremost paid to fill it up. He's a great passer, don't get me wrong, but as a scorer, he can be unstoppable.
That's what the first half was all about, him taking it behind the woodshed.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The Clippers lead by 6. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Leonard. Zubats with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard can't get it to go. Orlando has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Wagner outside. Zubats with the steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Leonard. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Suggs.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
First team foul.
And here are the Magic now. 6-point game.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy has hot.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Now Leonard. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Zubats. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wimby and Chet Holmgren.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Wagner against Powell. Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Batase. It's good from about 19 feet. The Clippers lead by 6. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Leonard with a screen on Suggs. Out to Leonard from downtown. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Leonard's got 13.
Pretty incredible just how great a shooter Kawhi has become. Really one of the best in the league.
Back to Wagner. Ben Carroll the screen. Shot clock at 6. Denied by Leonard.
Oh, the claw strikes again. Kawhi using that big hand of his to get on the shot.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Pass to Simmons. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Magic trail by 9. Here's Black. Back to Ben Carroll. On the wing, Suggs. From outside the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Give him 8.
Yeah, and for Suggs, his three-point shooting has come a long way since entering the league.
How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Now here's Suggs. Give him 8. Pass to Black. Now here's Wagner. The rebound by Simmons. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. That game starts a nice 5-game homestand for them. Here's Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Suggs. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Batase can't hit.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Big man rolling through. Give Simmons a lane to the rim, and he'll make you pay.
Banchero right side. And stolen by Jones. And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back with you shortly. right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. We've got Cole Anthony. Mo Wagner is out there with Wendell Carter. Then it's Paolo Banchero, and it's Black in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
So fluid in the open court. Simmons can beat you in a variety of ways, that time as a finisher.
Black passes to Carter. Offline with a three. Los Angeles leading by 10. And here's Simmons. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Some changes for Los Angeles.
Fans, it's time to get loud. It's your 4:07.
Three-pointer, Harden. Orlando with the rebound. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Anthony with a bucket.
Wiggling his way in there. Anthony made it work in close.
Now here's Harden. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Driving inside. And that one drops for him. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Black passes to Anthony. No good from outside. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Leonard, so strong.
And just continuing to pile it on. Leonard is such a ruthless player.
Now here's Anthony. He shoots it. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Here's Harden. Pass to Dunn. Leonard right side. Back to Zubac. Now Dunn. Shot clock at 5. Here's Leonard. Leonard spikes it down.
They're taking the opportunity to get airborne. Kawhi doesn't hold back when he sees an opening.
Magic trail by 12. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Bataze's checked in for Carter. Franz Wagner comes in for Wagner. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony. And Suggs is subbed in for Black. And Carroll finds Suggs.
Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. Pass to Zubac. Outside Harden. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
2 minutes remaining.
Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes.
Leonard outside. Over Banchero. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Harden. Leonard's got 19 points.
And he's done this a time or two. Leonard with no panic late in the shot clock.
Leonard against Banchero. Yes! Banchero fighting for 2.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Caldwell Pope with it. Harden picks him up. Suggs against Harden. And Carroll left side. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
It's both from the stripe. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Zubac with a screen on Suggs. Harden, the pass to Zubac. Out to Leonard. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
A member of the NBA 75 team, Kawhi's done pretty much everything on the court. Multiple Finals MVP, multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. I mean, we're watching an all-timer in Leonard.
Now here's Banchero. Goes up. Yes! He nails it! There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Suggs against Harden. Pass to Dunn. Leonard on the wing. Zubac with a screen on Banchero. Leonard passes to Dunn. 6 to shoot. Leonard outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. So it's Orlando now. They trail by 9. Matase can't hit. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Los Angeles picking up the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
James, I'd love to know whether it's scoring, playmaking, or your defense. What aspect of your game are you most proud of?
Being able to play a full course of a game and, and make an impact every single play. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I have to do.
It's been fun to watch.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's reveal our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.